Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Monday. And it is also the day of the full moon. Y'all, are y'all feeling it? I'm so tired. It took forever for me to get out of bed, okay? So if you are also absolutely exhausted, you are not the only one. If you can, make space for rest today. Take care of yourself today and listen to what your heart and your intuition is asking you to do for yourself today. Anyway, let's get into today's Hey Witch card of the day, okay? And today is actually going to be a double since I took yesterday off. So our first prompt for today is actually yesterday's prompt, and it is 3 cards for our full moon forecast. Now, the intention behind this is for us to see what we need to be throwing into the fire, what we need to be letting go of. So if other things have come up for you, if you've been doing your own polls, or certain cards that I pulled during these have resonated with you, those are also things that you can be throwing into the fire, okay? So be sure to make a list. So let's get into it. Hey Witch, first card is the Page of Wands reversed, okay? So whenever I see this card, I think about our limiting beliefs. I think about the self-imposed limitations that we put upon ourselves, especially around things that we are trying to bring to life or create. This is popping up because we need to be able to direct our energy, okay? Or at least stay focused on something that we are creating. And I don't know about y'all, but I have no focus today, okay? So it's going to be really important for us to take notice of our own obstacles, the things that we are putting up as obstacles for us, especially whenever we are thinking about creating something or bringing something to life. And with that, once we understand those obstacles, we need to be willing to walk away from them, okay? And walking away with the intention that we are walking away from the things that don't serve us anymore so that we can walk towards the things that do. Now, we don't have to have a whole plan set out for this, okay? And it's actually suggested that we don't have a whole plan set out for this, okay? But we need to be thinking about where we want to go next. I'm a firm believer that if we are releasing, okay, then we need to be thinking about what we want to put in that place. For a lot of us, whenever we are releasing limiting beliefs or lack beliefs or feelings of unworthiness, insecurities, things like that, we are leaving behind a void within. And with that void within, if we don't fill it with something that we actually want, that void can kind of eat us alive. Not only that, but those things that we released can come back. So if you've ever released something and then you find yourself taking back on those things, you're not alone. It's a process, okay? And part of the process is being able to give ourselves grace whenever we take back on those things. We have to understand that we've been doing these habits, we've been abiding by these limiting beliefs for a really long time. So it could take some time to get rid of them too. So now is the time to think about the footwork that you're going to do along with your release ritual. Yes, do something in this earthly plane that is going to help you work through those things. So as an example, if you are working through lack beliefs, then perhaps taking another look at your budget and seeing what you can cut out and what maybe you might be overspending, okay, if that fits. And then once you see clearly what you can change, then taking those action steps to make those changes for yourself. For some of us, this probably has to do a lot with our emotional selves as well, right? Being able to walk away from emotions that perhaps we've held on to for a really long time, including pain, sadness, grief, all of those things. And again, that doesn't mean that it's just going to disappear. One of the earthly plane steps that you might have to take is trying to find a therapist in your area or reaching out to a trusted friend. Whatever this process of letting go looks like for you, please follow through on it to the best of your ability in this moment and every moment after. Because essentially, whenever you do this work, you are choosing yourself. You are choosing to take care of you, and that's fucking beautiful. Okay, so I know this is going to be a long one. So now let's get into today's prompt, okay? So today's prompt from my We Must Burn prompts is, what layer of heartbreak is finally ready to be transmuted by the fire? Oh yeah, we ain't fucking around today, are we, y'all? Buckle up, because this one's going to be deep. So, hey witch, the layer of heartbreak that's ready to be transmuted by the fire has everything to do with all those times that we weren't able to build what we thought we wanted. This includes any past projects that didn't really wind up the way that we wanted them to wind up, the versions of success that we reached for that we did not accomplish, the forgotten dreams, the goals that we just tossed away, the things that maybe we stepped away from and we knew we shouldn't have at the time, but it was the best that we could do for ourselves. Yeah, I know. I totally understand wanting to kick yourself for not doing the things that you thought you wanted at the time, having those regrets, wanting to go back and try again. But we can't really go back. What we can do, though, is take that lesson and learn from it. We can prepare for the next opportunity that comes our way. So take some time today and look at the unaccomplished goals that you have from the past that are really tearing you apart right now. Is there a space for you to try those things again? Have there been recent opportunities that you could step into instead? And if not, then how would you handle it again if you did get that opportunity? We don't need to beat ourselves up for the things that we didn't accomplish. Sometimes life just fucking happens, y'all. And sometimes we were dealing with something else at the time that had to take our attention. And honestly, beating ourselves up just distracts us. Distracts us from making those goals come to life now. So revise those goals today. And not from like an intention standpoint, okay? But more from a what part of this am I ready to let go of? Are you ready to let go of any shame, any guilt, any blame that's coming up around this? Because honestly, it's those feelings that are holding you back. Those are holding you back from resetting these goals and building exactly what you want now. Dig deep today, y'all. This is definitely the full moon to do it. Gemini is not fucking around. Let go with the intention of walking towards what it is you do want and claim the life that you so deserve. See y'all next time, friends.